Gonna be doing a little bit of painting today. Nothing too serious. At least how I do wash. Unstable connection. What are you talking about? Is it back? Alright. Well, we're just applying a little bit of red here. Alright. So we're just applying a little bit of putting it on there like it's a wash, kind of. Just letting it flow into the cracks. Not too worried about mistakes. This red is pure red. Army Painter makes it. They're not a sponsor by any means. At least one person watching, I think. Just putting this over all the little areas that look corrugated, like brain. This is supposed to be a brain golem. Printed this off the Ender 3. Got the STL download from Thingiverse. Prints without any support. I'm an old man, so I shake a bit. And we all can't stay young forever. Fast or as slow as you like when you paint, especially if you're doing it for yourself. There's no race unless you got a big or something. You're doing a commission or something. Painting these things for yourself. And brush. Let's see what we got here. We got that kind of a red wash going over the corrugated parts on his arm that look like brain. It says my connection is unstable. I always like to paint in stages. I like to color the whole miniature in one color, and then I'll go over it, slightly going up with my color. Everybody's painting style is unique. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. We don't know. Right? Maybe it's just its back. Just cord, spinal column. Of course, you know, your paint's going on wet are going to look different when they dry. Okay, let's continue. Just thinning it out real thick. When it dries, a little bit in the arms, so the shoulders. Going up into the main brain. The main brain. Do the tops of the other shoulder. And you don't have to follow no color scheme on the box. If you like some colors, go ahead with the colors you like. This is your project. This is your creature. You're bringing it to life. Bring me back to life. Okay. We're going to put some right down here on this chest plate. Printer, but it's not going to be used in extreme. It'll look better. It'll get. Now, I'm going to get some of this Vallejo. I'm going to make it like a little teeny wash almost. I mean, we're going to paint with it, but we just want it to be nice and watered down and thin. And we are going to go up here. Some of this in there. Just let it sit where it wants. You know, it's going to make itself a happy little home. It'll go into the cracks. See that? Just wants to feed itself down there, and those little cracks gonna make us in here. Never. Of course, unless you're some kind of super duper ones of their own. Make it as you see fit. We were gonna put some of this blue up in here in the middle of this brainstem. Gonna paint them spinal cords like mummy color. Kind of an off-white. That's got to it. I'll take some good pictures of this when it's finished. Put them up on the site. Where else can we fit a little bit of this in? Maybe under his face right here. Upper corner, maybe in the mouth area. where you can imagine looking at this thing as if it was real. Almost as if it was beautiful, even though it is brain gone. Feed some of this under the arm. Dip into some of this orc blood colors on here. Because we can do whatever. I want to paint a happy little tree on his forehead. We'll paint a happy little tree on his forehead. I'm just going to coat that shoulder down. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. This might take a couple coats. Going off the rails on a semi-loco train. Listen to this moron painting. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. There's purple around here in some good spots. We're gonna get into some of these lines in the back. Some purple. What's everybody doing today? Doing good? Good for you. Dabbing that purple wherever I want. Just remember, this is your creation. And you can put it anywhere you want. Put on any painting, on anything you do. It's not always about conforming to the guidelines and the way things are supposed to be. Make this your own. Make it unique. We can take a little bit of this purple, a little bit of Persian blue, mix those two together, grab a little bit more of that purple, and a bit more. There we go. Almost purplish in itself. Wow. He's looking crazy. He's a crazy guy. I'm going to darken his under area up. It looks a little too bright for me. Still getting used to camera angles. You get better shots as I upload more videos, get a better camera, so on and so forth. Right now I'm just putting a little of that bluish purple color we made along the side of his spine. Parts we're going to paint. Yeah. Go back to some of that purple. Now remember, you're painting or whatever kind of art you're doing, it doesn't have to be perfect. Unless you're a perfectionist. It doesn't have to be perfect. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the holder, one of those things. He's getting there. Color up some of this. Or else would it be silly? Some darkness in here. On an airbrush. So I'll be doing no airbrushing. It was fun, but nerve-wracking. You kind of got to be a perfectionist, because if you mess up on somebody, it almost seems that everybody messes up on somebody. You're always going to have someone. They were expecting an HD. I'm no professional. Crazy looking Brango. I'll tell you what. I need to let him dry just a little bit. Sorry if I wasn't in frame there. I am new to this YouTube stuff. To get used to painting from a little bit further away. This way. Alright. Alright, he's starting to come together. Get him to dry up a bit. Her, him or her, whichever. I hear some scratching and stuff. That's my hero mask next. Running around. Putting a little bit of blue up here. Radium blue. Alright then, Governor, let's move on to the next part. Oh my god, has there been a murder? Need you to dry up a bit there, feller, before I go into this void shield blue and crystal blue. Gonna get on void shield blue and crystal blue, or make us something to paint with. Yeah. It's always good to have fun. Laughing keeps you young, no matter how gray your beard may be. Let's see how this comes out after it dries. Woo! Got the shakes today. Liddy. He don't sound like no old man. Oh, he's no man. He's old man. Too much up there. Let me suck some of that back off with the brush. There we go. I'm just kind of trying to highlight it a little bit with this. Not actually per se highlights or light. I'm not really worried about light on this. I'm just making a cool looking golem. Cool to me anyway. I don't know if the camera's picking that up very good. That is void shade blue over that purple and that pink. Can I get it in the little brain crevices? I'm little crevice. We got a little crevice. I really want some of that to stay around in there. So. I pat it. Patty tate. Bacon man. We're kind of using a knot down right now. Patting it on there. That's gonna need to dry. Clear our brush. Let's go. A line of spinal column bones come up there. I reckons we need to paint them up. I should take out a finer brush, but who cares? No rules. Bow, bow, bow. Trying to get the edge on the raised. And you want to paint the whole piece of the bone. You don't just want to. Well, look at that. Double-sided tape. Came right off. I gotta get me one of them real things that hold your doohickeys together while you paint. Yeah, print me one off. There we go. Hang this little spinal column up. Stick that puppy back on there. Thinking about maybe popping a wash on this guy. Or leaving him how he is. Finish, folks. There are some more bone edges. Bonage. Right at his arms. You know what? Here. See how close I can get. I don't know how this camera is gonna pick up very well. Yeah, it's hard to paint way up in the air like that. I'm sorry, folks. Now, I don't know if these are bump there, but because I don't really play any Dungeons or Dragons or anything like that now on Xbox. I play Xbox. I'm looking out. I'd like to play that Dark Alliance one's out. I played no. I say he's not a very good painter. I say, who cares? Just paint. Have fun. Do something different. Step out of your comfort zone. Throw some paint together. You don't like paint? Get yourself a 3D printer, possibly. There's lots of sites out there like Thingiverse and whatnot that has plenty of files that are free to download. We are not sponsored by anyone. Just talking about, just general information. None of these people support me or my opinion. Let's see if we can get the other side painted. Kind of an odd place to have these jagged, rounded bones protruding out from, but I must say it does look, matter of fact, it is a cool addition. Sometimes painting can be relaxing, rejuvenating, mind healing. It's all about getting your thoughts together and letting them spill out the tip of your quill like a paintbrush. It's about being happy and being silly. It's about having fun every day. Even if it's only 5 minutes. Is that what life's about? We don't know if that's what life's about. They don't tell us these things. I wish I had a better shot for y'all. Anyhow. All right. We need to do some other stuff. We need to add some more blues in here. I think we need some more blues. All right, let's see. So we're going to take crystal blue. A little bit of H2O. Now when I do voices, I'm not making fun of nobody. We're all unique. Every sound is unique to your ears. Alright, where do we want to put some of this? Maybe right up in here. Do the same thing. Bring some of that color down into that. And we need a little more in here. So I say we need just a little bit more in color. We need to see it. Sorry, y'all. Some might even say that painting is good for the soul in any form. Well, what do you have? There are little treasures you can't take with you when you go. But you can always leave your art behind. Art is very rarely forgotten. Now, the amount of artists in this world, quite amazing. So we got back here so far. Yes. Moving on. We're just painting it over the, almost like a wash. It's very wet. I think we'll bring some over here too. Finish it up on that. I have got to get something better to stick these down to. That is a must, dear boy. A must. It really needs to dry up good. What's up, Grendel? Grendel's the Eromastics. You get to see him someday. We'll get to that. Sometimes I think you might have too much paint, man. Dry off your brush and tap it back in the area and take that paint off. Oh, he's so many colors. Really isn't doing him justice, this camera. Well, let's just jump back into it, shall we? A little bit more purple. Might accidentally go out of shot every once in a while there. Purple down in the corner. Yeah. It'll be a very bright color. Color kind of feller. So now, let's take this purple, this blue, not much. Just take a little bit of that. I want it to be looking like a purposefully drawn circle on his back. I just want to vary it. Mm-hmm. So this. Alright. My connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. I'm just kind of looking around real quick. No. Oh, it's this internet connection. I'm getting too much of a circle there in the top of that. Sorry about. Oh, what else do we want to do? Let's look. Let me think about a wash. You know, you can put washes on things, and not the greatest. You know, like strong tone washes, flash washes, blue washes, dark tone washes, soft tone. I got this flesh wash. I do wonder if we use this. What will it do to our masterpiece? Will it destroy it? There's only one word I don't know, but we're using it today. Using it today. This is called a flesh wash. If you only want these type of colors in certain areas, well, then don't wash everywhere. Almost, Captain. You nearly got me that time. Almost. Hibbly-dibbly-dibbly. Sticky tape's not doing good this afternoon. We were going to put that wash right on these bones. Because they're bones and they're supposed to be dingy. Especially on this. They certainly can't be bright white or off-white. I have to have some kind of definition. wash, you can always go back in and brighten up your colors again. And all of that good fiddle-I-do, fiddle-I-dee. Back in and brighten up your colors again. And all of that good fiddle-I-do, fiddle-I-dee. I'll tell you what, he looks a lot better in person than I can see on my camera. I guess I'll watch a video afterwards and see if it's any better, but it can't be with all this. Your connection sucks. Your connection sucks. I think I need a little bit of some darker blue down into Whisper. I guess I'm being chased by L. Freddy Krueger. Something weird. Alright, I'll let that dry up for a couple minutes. See what crazy looking thing it turns into. It's a good time to go to the bathroom. Have you a smoke or not? And stare at the window. Yeah. Do you know why most people don't eat pig's feet, Ronald? No, why is that, Timothy? Because they're freaking pig's feet, you fool. I'm sure some people will say, pig's feet's delicious. Rile me up some. Not this one. Ain't no daggone pig's foot.